This is the police. Was that This is the Police? Yes, it was! You got it. Oh, I should probably change the title. Bip, change the title, please. I don't know what to change it to. Oh god. Why is there... Does anyone hear a buzzing? Oh god, okay. Yeah, this game's super awesome, Jerry. Have you been playing it? Also, I still have no idea what any of this stuff is. This is the police any percent? Pretty much. There we go. This is the any percent. This game's super cool though. What happened? You got poison ivy? Oh. This guy always tries to... Oh, I might have changed it again. Alright, change it back. Because, you probably have something better. Any game is a speedrunning game if you're brave enough. The most important part of this game is choosing the music at the start. Oh shit, yeah, this arson investigation. Made his home for a month. Probably here. Killing more worker bees tonight, I see. Yep, coffee. Exactly. Oh, nice. God damn it. Gillette. Oh, cool. What do we need? On shift, it doesn't matter. Shift A. You're hired, Tygo. I'm gonna speedrun Animal Crossing Wild World. PV like 9 days, 7 hours. Oh my god. That's crazy. I've actually wanted to do a speedrun of what's it called? Of the original Animal Crossing. That world record's only like 42 hours. Right in front of a store, a strange man came around the corner and accosted a woman as she left the bakery. Oh my god. Cause who else? I'd probably have world record, cause who else would want to do that shit? I know there are only like 3 people on the world record for Animal Crossing. Headmaster Rihanna Smith reports that 2 mothers were fighting there in her office. She had them in order to discuss... Oh god. She had them in to discuss the behavior of her children. It seems that Mrs. Klein's son often makes fun of the daughter of Miss Masters. The girl finally had enough abuse and stabbed the boy's hand with a pencil. People said the game was about... Oh, people said the same about B-Movie Game. Now the world record is 2 hours. There are multiple different versions of B-Movie Game. A man with 3 pit bulls entered the business center. When local security staff warned him that dogs weren't permitted, he started to threaten to let the dogs off their leash. What a dick. Instead of relying on pussy shit like coffee to make it through the run, you need to buy a jug of pre-workout with caffeine. Oh my god. Make cookies out of it? Journalistic investigation. I'm preparing a long article for magazine Righteous Life, and the theme of my article is Cop Sodomites. According to my investigation, tragic deaths are striking 13 gay police couples across our country's great cities. A satanic pentagram is emerging from the map. Perhaps the devil is telling them that even he cannot accept them. According to my predictions, the next death will happen right here in Freeburg. The problem is that I need to visit 6 more cities, so I don't have time to wait around for it to happen. In fact, I may only be in the city for a couple of days. I hope you can somehow, you know, accelerate the process. I pay you generously, and don't worry if the dead cops turn out to be straight. Oh my god. I like read brownies with coffee. It's an awful idea. What an asshole. What's up with these people wanting me to murder innocent people? Yeah, people who speedrun B-movie the game are goofballs. Everyone in the Mirror's Edge Discord, it's become like a meme. And at some point I'm gonna have to submit my run. Then Bill Buckler says that some madman came onto his farm with a hatchet and started attacking the cows and other animals. We got an anonymous tip that the dentist broke into the women's clinic and is killing patients. You don't need anyone else. Oh my god, I'm not sending you guys out then, because nothing's happening. Okay, we'll send them with McMahons. I can't speak. I'm too excited that I PB'd, I guess. I'm too upset that I failed to get sub 48.5. Mr. Boyd, I want to shoot a scene featuring one of the finest landmarks of your fair city, the Corn Monument. This is a public place, so please send 4 officers to assist. They'll keep any curious children at a reasonable distance, and rein in the men and protesting hypocrites, explaining that everything here is being done according to the law. There's only one condition. The cops can't touch the actress. She's not some kind of whore. Alright, whatever. Pay me. Pay me. Is the dentist still on the loose? Oh yes. He most certainly is. Seeing the police, the intruder pushes his hands up, but he's still holding a weapon. Calm down the cows, of course. Oh. A man called in from a phone booth saying that he's under attack by a sniper. I can't get out. He just shoot the asphalt in front of my feet when I open the door. I don't know what he wants from me, but when I got here, there was a note glued to the phone book. It just says, "Don't move." She's not just some kind of whore, she's a premium whore. Ah yes, of course. Premium whores are the most important. An Elvis impersonator competition. I've never thought I'd read those 3 words, but that's probably a thing that many people have said. An Elvis impersonation competition has been organized for several well-known local artists by Lindsay Bryant, who volunteered to evaluate the contestants. According to the owner of the bar, this sorry excuse for an Elvis fan shouted rudely at one of the participants, saying they were nothing like the king. Then he saw the woman shout, "I knew you didn't die. Take me away with you. We'll live happily ever after." The bouncer threw the woman out in the street, but she grabbed a knife from her bag and stabbed him in the throat. Then Miss Bryant grabbed one of the impersonators and pulled him into a utility room. I don't know anything about 5th edition. I know the most about 3rd edition. I've never played any 5th edition though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are. Alright, oh my god, you really think there's gonna be a fucking sniper there? You guys are super gullible. Three and 5th aren't ridiculously different. Wait, why? What's up though? A man wearing a suit is crouched on the booth. The surrounding pavement is decorated with bullet holes. Oh my god. Sniper begins to bombard the full booth with bullet holes. One of the onlookers said the shots are coming from the 8th floor window. I really did not think there were actually going to be bullets there. Yeah, if you want to send it to me, I can look at it, but I don't know how much I'll know. I never played too much of 3rd edition either. I haven't played much D&D. I'm more Shadowrun. A bunch of Elvis impersonators have gathered around the door. Let us through. Inside is a mad, dressed like Elvis, scared to death, and a woman with a knife. Is a mad, dressed like Elvis. Can shoot taser. An old man dressed in rags is pacing around the prison gate shouting, "I am the dentist, I killed all those women." Well, we have to go arrest him. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, I've played a lot more Shadowrun than I've played D&D. Oh, you're saying for custom character sheet. Oh yeah, this is actually really nice looking. It looks pretty sweet to me. Elvis, get out of here! Everyone runs. Perfect. The perfect call. Just the design is your worry. It's been so long since I've played that it's hard for me to think of a problem with it. Like, I can't exactly remember the rules, but it looks good visually. You mean to learn Photoshop? Not bad for beginning to learn it at all. Photoshop's a little weird, and I find that it does things that you wouldn't expect most other photo editing softwares do. But it's just a couple of things that are off, but everything else is pretty streamlined once you figure out how to use it. Better air show taking place outside city. Oh man. Oh man, there's a water crisis. That relates very closely to me. GIMP is good? Yeah, GIMP is not bad at all. I literally just hired this guy, didn't I? Or maybe not. Yeah, you can chill out. That's actually fine. Tell me SFAT 1. Think I bought Photoshop? No. Bluff Ine confirmed. Who has money to buy Photoshop? Let's be honest. God damn it. Mewtwo King 1, I assumed. Photoshop is expensive. Listen, I would love to buy Photoshop, but I can't. I have to subscribe to their model, and it's not something I can necessarily do. People that don't watch streams. Not even showing up for that. Ooh, this gets me excited though. We received a call from a university lecturer who reports that a first-year student went to the board during a lecture, took down his pants, and defecated right in front of the entire class. The dumb subscription thing makes no sense. Yes, right? I hate the subscription model. It's just... It's so dumb. Let him get away with it. I'm not gonna let some kid get away for shitting in the middle of class. Be a cool chief. He shit in the middle of a class. Yeah, I don't know. I think they do it with everything now. You can subscribe for each thing, and like for each extra thing you add, it's slightly cheaper. So that overall, if you buy everything, it's actually saving money. Or if you buy most things, it's saving money. But if you only want, like, Premiere, it's more expensive, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you have it for a much longer period of time. Hit X. Okay, listen, there's no excuse for shitting your pants in the middle of class. Haven't you wanted to show your teachers that you're the boss? I mean, the teachers learned their place. Richard Lester, manager of Papa Carl's Pizzeria, reported that a deranged elderly man quarreled with an employee because the line was too long. Unsatisfied, he pulled out a gun and shot the employee in the stomach. The other customers fell into a panic and made a break for the door, but he fired several shots in the air and ordered everyone to finish their meals. Hey chief, we got some student that just shit in our classroom. Not my problem. I'm sorry, that kid sounds like a badass. Hangs up the phone. I don't see the problem, sir. Mr. Boyd, I'd like to offer you a great opportunity to make some real money. Just send 2 policemen to the store who will pretend they're trying to stop a robbery. Let me be clear. The robbers must leave the crime scene intact with the cash. I don't even understand what this is. Sure, why not? Why do I send so many officers? I don't know. I'm worried because this guy is a... I guess it's just one dude with a gun, isn't it? There's a clear view from the street. The suspect is eating at a table in the corner, quietly eating his pizza. There's a gun next to him. There are about a dozen other people in the restaurant. Fucking go in. We have enough officers to safely storm it. Haha. Reading is a challenge, everyone. Shannon Waldroop arranged a reception at his home. Oh, it's okay. At his home for his rich friends, about 30 people. Towards the end of the evening, when the servants began to take away the dishes, they noticed that about 10 silver cutlery items were missing. No one has been to the house yet, so the thief is still there. No one has left the house yet. I don't know why I sent 3. Well, sometimes... Okay. I don't need to send as many officers as I do, I'll be honest. Retiree Martha Meyer called to complain about her neighbor, Roberto Morales. I haven't seen his wife, and last night I saw him bury something in the backyard. Today I asked him where his wife was, and he mumbled something about a business trip. I'm afraid that he's done something to her. All the time I hear them arguing and cursing each other. It's probably no big deal. Massacre? Okay, this is why I shouldn't send as many officers as I do, huh? Hey, if it's working for me. I mean, this is where you run into problems. I'm gonna wait for these 2 to get back. If I have enough time. Oh, I might not have enough time. Okay, I don't. Shite. Shite! Guests are eating dessert and talking about politics. A man outraged by the situation jumps up and yells that he's too honorable and important to participate in such a circus. Taking advantage of the panic, one of the guests stands up and quietly moves towards the back door. Easy. I got a lot of cash though. Oh god, I hope we can get more people back for this SWAT. I mean, she claimed she heard noises coming from a neighboring apartment. She couldn't make out most of the words, but the man said, "I'll find it, and then I'll shut your mouth for good, you whore." Miss Pollack added that the man who lives in that apartment is always causing trouble with the law, and he's repeatedly seen carrying him a gun. Your shoulder blade, your spinal cord and shoulder blade is fucked? What happened? Alright, man. You have a nice night. I'll see you in a week. Next stream is next Monday. Forgive me all. Dude, part of me doesn't even want to go on this break anymore. I'm just too excited to stream all the time now. Earth Guy. Earth Guy is a good name. See ya, Earth Guy. His right hand has been severed and there's bruises around his knees. There's 3 bullet holes in his chest and a lot of blood around the body. A lot of blow. I didn't recognize him at first, but it's my neighbor, Edgar Sanchez. I often met him with a tough, dangerous-looking woman. They're always fighting loudly. I remember she was ugly with a tattoo of an AK-47 on her neck. I woke up to heart-rending screams, but when I got out of my box, everything was quiet. I only saw a man from behind. He had a gun in his belt, and he got one of those expensive cars. He looked like a man, but he had long hair, so who knows about his prick. There's a lot of those fags hanging around. Okay. The other day I saw Edgar Sanchez arguing in the street with some weird guy in a hood with a cane. The guy poked Edgar in the stomach a couple of times with his cane, and I thought about calling the cops, but they just shook hands and went their separate way. Sanchez has always paid his rent on time and in cash, though I don't think he had a job. I think he was into drugs and maybe something else illegal. His hand was separated from his body while Edgar was still alive. The smooth edges of the wound indicated it was inflicted in one swift motion. The bruises in the popliteal region were from a hard object like a nightstick or a club. Apparently the culprit first forced his victim to the ground. Skip the trip and see if I can break the record for the longest stream. Genius. So it's not this because he was still alive. The long-haired man with a hood, right? What is this picture? Oh, someone hitting him in the back of the legs. Knocked him down. They cut off. We're missing cut off his hand. Oh no, we have. Well, he was still alive, right? Knocks him down. Okay, wait. I think I got it. They're hanging out. He knocks him down. Cuts off his hand, then he shoots him. I do want to do a 24-hour stream at some point. That'd be fun. But, oh good lord. My throat is killing me. I don't know when, or where, or how. More dirty laundry for you and your goons. Hell yeah. Inside the apartment, there's a naked girl lying on the couch in tears. Standing next to her is a man with a gun. Good job, policeman. What do you think the world record is for the longest stream? It's got to be many hours, right? Let me I'm gonna take a drink of water. Like, I bet it's over like 100 hours. But that's insane. Like, how do you stay awake that long? How could anyone possibly stay awake that long? And his victims are growing older. That actually is a point that I did not notice. It's gonna fucking... Oh, I can't. Yancey's too high up. Who deserves this? Gay is actually... Darius has been... Drugs? Cocaine? Hell yeah. Let's do some coke. They should make a... You know, like the social eating thing? They should do another thing similar. But instead you take drugs. I think that's a good idea. 1,500? I can leave that alone. See, I don't get it. What's wrong with doing drugs on stream? Come on. I do, in all honesty, I really do want to do that Animal Crossing run. Vera Corley called the police when she saw a naked young woman sunbathing on the beach. I came here with my grandchildren. Here's this woman, her legs spread apart. It's just shameless. All right, sexy. I'll do the thing for you. I'll not send anyone, just for you. The owner of a gallery phoned a complaint about a repairman who helped install her exhibition. Why isn't it just called an exhibit? I made a casual remark to him and he looked... Okay. This one's not relevant. It's not the dentist lady. So Sexy, is your ideal world just everyone's naked all the time? Because that's what it seems like to me. You know, not a bad ideal, man. Came over to the hospital to check on a man named Christopher Rhodes, but he wasn't allowed in because visiting hours were over. The man became unruly and hit the nurse. This is the thing they wanted me to ignore. Stockbroker Jerome Begiano was sitting in his office when he was attacked by an unhappy client. Jerome managed to escape and lock himself in his closet. Meanwhile, his attacker is still trying to break the door down. I'm still gonna send people. Actually, I don't think I could live in a world where everyone is naked. That'd be too weird. A man with a lacerated hand walked in the emergency room. He says it hurt his hand when he was drilling something at home. I don't believe him. From the side, he looks just like the dentist. A group of environmentalists have gathered at a fur store and began throwing stones at the windows. Oh, come on. Just that people get too stuck up about sex. I mean... Suspect's under arrest, but the whole time he's resisting and demanding to be allowed to visit the patient. That's my brother. He won't survive until the end of the meeting. Just let me see him. Just sweaty bodies smacking together, TBH. Customers and employees are running out of the store. The security guard is trying to reason with the protesters. One of the activists throws a Molotov cocktail through the broken window. That is too funny to not say. Nobody move or I'll skin ya alive. Pop star Alana Moraes can't get to the concert because her bus is surrounded by excited fans. The singer's manager is afraid the fans will tear her to pieces. You've got to come over here and sort this thing out. There's more than us security can handle. I mean, I understand why a lot of people are very prudish about sex. It is not necessarily, you know, the most comfortable dinner discussion, I guess. But I mean, I'm not hugely avoidant on the whole discussion. It doesn't matter to me either way. I mean, okay, it depends on how fucking graphic we're talking. And it depends on if we're talking, like, weird stuff. Because it gets weird. Some people get weird. And I don't want to know about that. That is like a discussion I'd rather avoid. Oh my god, wait, coffee cake. How did you find Jesus Cross Hogwarts? I don't even understand. Like, how is that even a thing that exists? I'm still confused. I saw the like when I looked at the document you sent me and I saw that, I just was like so distraught that I couldn't even bring myself to read it. In the second page, he's like, just as a disclaimer, I don't own Jesus Christ. That belongs to God. Like, oh. I see. Lord. Yeah. Ine is a fucking piece of shit. I expected so much from him, and all he does is cause trouble. And by that, I mean he doesn't show up to work. That's the ultimate crime. Oh, this is nice. Hopefully there's not another coma in this game. I really want actually more story progression. I'm excited to see what happens. But nothing... We have not gotten... At first I was like, man, I'm not like super invested in the story. I want to play the game. But now I'm like, I want to see. How can you kill him if he doesn't show up? Roberta Lynn was crying hysterically as she reported that a neighbor had sent over... Oh my god. Her husband Derek went to investigate and the neighbor quickly fell to blows, and Miss Lynn's husband received quite a stomach injury from the man's power drill. Derek Lynn was able to return home and lock the door. Then the neighbor is currently breaking into their house and screaming like a lunatic. The frightened woman cried and pleaded to the headset. There are rumors that this man spent some time in the nut house. Okay, she's not claiming he's the fucking dentist. Super lurker mode. What's up, Feisty? We hiding. Okay. I'll be quiet. You've been here for an hour? So you saw me do horrible Mirror's Edge runs? I'm sorry you had to witness that. It's cool though, I understand. All I do is lurk. A woman witnessed students running into telephone booths and crying out to the receivers. I think they're competing to see who can steal more of them. I think they're putting the receivers in bags and ran away. They put the receivers in the bags and ran away. Alright. Yes, that was a terrible run. I say, even though I, you know, PV'd. You were watching True Blood? Port security pulled our truck over and we don't want to, it doesn't want to deal. I can't, man. God. A family walked out to the beach and noticed that the few surfers were gathered near the water, aggressively arguing at each other. Look, they're about to fight. Yeah, no, all I do ever is lurk, so I understand. Oh shit. Did I just let that... Alright, I let the fight go on undealt with. It's fine. Sorry, someone's blowing me up about this trip. They're like, Shane, man, you gotta do these things. And I'm like, dude, it's 12:20 and I'm streaming. It's more important, alright? Bird has been munching on cauliflower for like 2 hours, but now she smells like gross veggies. I don't think cauliflower smells that bad. Two girls on their way from a club saw a creepy male figure. These fucking ladies. Numerous witness reports that two big black SUVs are facing off from the center of the city. Armed men exited the vehicles and started firing at each other. Keep 4, and we'll send 4. Cauliflower and broccoli. I like broccoli a lot, actually. Okay. Oh, he? Oh, okay. Alright, fine. We'll send 2 more. Only because it's close. There's a fucking shooting at the school. Shots rang out at a school dance in the gym, and one of the teachers fell onto the floor with a hole in his stomach. Panic descends as the crowd rushes to the exit. Nobody knows who fired the shots or what's going on, said one hysterical schoolgirl who witnessed the shooting. Ugh. We'll wait. We'll wait on it. We're not giving it to the Mafia. I'm too worried that fucking someone's gonna find out that I'm working with the Mafia. Okay. Oh god. Kenya Anderson was the one who called it in. There was an older man smoking out on the street, and two young men walked up and asked for cigarettes. The man said he didn't smoke, and the fight broke out. The old man managed to fend off his attackers until one of them pulled a knife and stuck the man in the chest. The perps disappeared behind the nearby green door. A red-handed hot dog seller tried to help him, but it was too late. The hot dog seller was red-handed. That's a little serious. Also, rip the double homicide. I don't think we're ever solving it.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant.
I can send one extra person, man. Two onlookers are gathered around the crime scene. A red-handed man in white clothes is bent over the body, doing something with it. Young woman runs up and said the attackers already fled. One of them she knew. It was a neighbor from apartment 207. The walls are planted with strange symbols. The decoration converge around apartment 205. Why the fuck? Who would have time to draw all those dumb symbols on the walls? I simply do not understand. Are we done? I think we're done. The school shooting is the last thing. Ah, it's fine. It's just a school shooting. Relax, everyone. What is there left to do? Oh, I can order people to work tomorrow. Oh, and I guess I can look at who's coming into work tomorrow. Cool. Most contraband passes through dockyard, yeah. Yeah. Beauty contestant breaks legs. Oh, breaks both legs. How topical. Broke your bathroom mirror. It'll probably only last 7 hours. No. Coleslaw, you idiot. Come on. You have a dumb name and a dumb way of thinking. Sheesh. Oh man, some chopping. Chopin. What kind of name is Choppin anyways? To be honest. Very dangerous one. He must be the dentist. I don't know if it's just... I don't know if you can request everything without it being a problem or what. But I probably should just request everything all the time.
411 in progress.
What's going on? A suicide threat? Oh, good lord. This school is awful, man. They've got a lot of problems here. A middle school student locked herself in the chemistry teacher's office and is loudly threatening to mix herself a lethal cocktail and drink it. The teachers are afraid to break down the door and report that the girl has shown unstable behavior in the past. According to one of the girl's classmates, I think someone broke her heart, but I don't know the details. You lost the SVAT again? Oh my god. Dude, Steve, Mango sucks, man. Gotta be real with you. This is so relaxing. I find it interesting the mental institution is here. The pawn shop at 1639.
911 in progress. 1310.
A salesman. Okay. 1310. Cashier started flirting with a customer, asking her to show him her ID or she wouldn't sell him a bottle of wine. He just couldn't. He then called the police, insisting that it must. Cashier started flirting with a customer, asking her to show him her ID or he wouldn't sell her a bottle of wine. He then called the police, insisting that it must be a fake ID. Okay, I'm not. A saleswoman at the clothing store called to report a theft. A girl exited the dressing room wearing 4 t-shirts and quickly made for the exit. The scanner at the store entrance sounded its alarm, but the thief managed to slip by through and ran to the streets. Fucking... There's no way she's 35. You're really ruining your chances with her. Or you're trying to flatter her, but then I don't think you understand how flattery works. A hospital in 1800.
1310 complete.
Man,
911.
these people don't even know what's going on. It's been a slow day so far. Kind of hard for me to justify letting this armed robbery go down. 3 armed men attempted to rob a pawn shop, but the security system was too much for them. The doors all locked, and the assailants are trapped inside. They're threatening to kill the owner unless they're released immediately. I'll ignore the thing at the fucking hospital, man, but I'm not going to ignore this. Good lord. Dude he's like, oh, I'm gonna commit like triple homicide, but don't deal with it, okay?
910B in progress.
This is the mafia thing. Yeah, this is also. Several hospital patients have complained they've lost valuables and money. We can ignore this one. A van approached as the bank as it was closing. 3 masked men jump out and quickly open the door. Oh god. I swear this was muted. 3 masked men jumped out, and they quickly opened the door and disappeared inside. Witness Betty Davis called the police. She thought the criminals might be armed, but she wasn't sure. I'm sorry! I'm sure that confused a lot of people. Alright, Christopher Sand. I hope it wasn't too loud.
214 in progress. 911.
There's a couple elderly men sitting on the bench to the park playing strip poker. 5 people already called to file a complaint. I've never seen anything more disgusting in my life. It was pretty quiet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let him, just for sexy. I know what sexy would want. Besides, we gotta deal with this situation. Those men can have fun. Quieter than my voice? Okay. It was fucking loud for me. But I had it behind the mic, so, it shouldn't have picked it up that well. Nobody messages you anyways. I rarely get texts.
910B complete.
Yeah, see, Christopher Sand is, let him play strip poker, man. Lemon party in the park? Oh god. That's gross. There's no new frames? I don't know how we're gonna solve this double homicide. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. Are we done? I think we're done for the day. Nothing's gonna happen. The dentist breaks into the police station. I'm surprised there are never any crimes at the police station.
Boyd.
I don't have much time, so listen close. We got him, Jack. The dentist is in our custody.
Wow. Congratulations, Ethan.
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure if it's our guy. But she's definitely the one who committed the murders in Freeburg. And it's a young woman.
No.
Wait a second. Did you...
A very large, very strong woman. What? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jack. I gotta go. We've got a briefing. But, something's not right, Jack. Someone's leading us around by the nose. We'll talk later, okay?
I'd almost forgotten the feeling. The feeling you get when you stay on the sidelines during a major bust. But I don't think I'll be out of the game for long. Palmer had nothing to do with this. The dentist, whoever he is, was a gift box meant for me. It just got delivered to the wrong address. And I've got a hunch who packed the box.
Thought it was gonna be our girlfriend or whatever, that lady. Your friend texted you late at night to told you not to freak out when you saw his car in the morning. And a massive deer and his car got all smushed. Oh my god, that sucks. I should have checked our status with the Mafia. I assume it's still all green.
Yeah, a box of Caesars.
With that outfit, I could see you coming a mile away, Mr. Boyd.
Ah, Mr. Chaffee. Knowing your love of theatrics, I was afraid you'd keep the mystery surrounding the dentist going for at least another day or two.
What could you mean, Mr. Boyd? Well, it's true. Robespierre does have a passion for mystery and the dramatic. But there's no need to confuse the actor with his character. For you, I'll play the hurried businessman who likes to cut to the chase. That's not quite me either, but though this mask I wear is quite a burden, I have long grown used to it. Besides, I don't want to distract you from your 180-day quest, not for a second longer than necessary. My, is half your time already up? You simply cannot imagine, Mr. Boyd, the painstaking work I've done to cultivate this maniac image. I turn to such literature the likes of which I wish I never knew. If our law enforcement agencies possessed even the slightest aesthetic sense, they would have instantly seen the game for what it was. And the postcards, what can I say?
And if the real dentist turned up again at the wrong moment? I don't imagine lunatics take kindly to imposters.
The dentist died of a heart attack last spring while he was sunbathing on the beach. I discovered this quite by accident, from a university friend, a therapist. It was he who convinced the dentist to stop killing, by the way.
Why the murders? Obviously they'd all been raped by Rogers. It would have been much easier to just get them to talk.
Mr. Boyd, the last thing I want is to appear a brutish butcher. I spent enough time on these women to know they were no use to me alive. Not sure if I should be ashamed to say it, but Stuart Rogers far surpasses me in his ability to intimidate people. Apparently, such things only come with experience. But murder? For that I truly do feel ashamed. It's a burden I shall have to bear for the rest of my days. But sadly, it's not my greatest shame.
What could be more shameful? To frame an innocent woman for such terrible crimes?
What? Are you unhappy with a woman cast as the serial killer? Firstly, I'd say Dear Jordan adds a certain grace to the whole sordid story. And second, of all the people I hold in my debt, she's the strongest. And not just physically. Third, she had good reason to settle her debt with me as quickly as possible. Without going into details, I'll just say that she's a very, very caring mother. Do these taste good? Had we met earlier, Mr. Boyd, I would have shown you a far more refined pleasure, one without such an unpleasant smell.
I'll explain to Elias in a
I'm
minute.
afraid to even imagine what you count as pleasures, Mr. Chaffee. Fountains of blood in the city square?
Mr. Boyd, you're not listening to me at all. I didn't take any enjoyment from the killings. Everything I've done was of strict necessity. I couldn't make Jordan kill all the women that Rogers raped. That would have been excessive. If I had made her kill them all, you'd be rather upset, no?
I can't say I fully understand your plan, Mr. Chaffee, but you've given me more than enough reasons to arrest you.
Yes, but allow me to counter them with one good reason not to.
A Redditor.
I think you mentioned you dined here once?
Yes, not the best restaurant in town.
And maybe you're just not familiar with the full range of our services. When I inherited this tasteless place from my father, I knew I could never make it into an exquisite restaurant.
He really is a
Instead, I
manager.
accentuated the atrocity of it all, an aesthetic of a different kind. Now I even live here. To me, this complex is like a microcosm of Freeburg. But we're not here to talk about that. At school, I read a French novel whose name doesn't need mentioning, and I read many amazing things. It seems that in Paris, just before the Revolution, certain places were quite popular. People of wealth and taste visited from the city, shed their luxurious coats, peeled off their white gloves, and with the help of the local farmer, they brutally stabbed a hole in a bull and decorated themselves with the splattering blood as they prepared a large piece of meat for the fire. In the bull's suffering, these effeminate aristocrats found a perverse sort of pleasure. Now I make these pleasures available to the people of Freeburg. I will be honest with you. People who pursue such cruelty truly are crazy. But what is interesting?
The fuck?
The best steaks are cut from the tender meat of young bulls. 11 months is just right. Beautiful, healthy, full of strength. But these wealthy degenerates who pay $7,000, so our experts will show them where to plunge the blade for maximum effect. Even they don't have the spirit to slaughter the young bull. The thought never enters their minds. They look into the eyes of the healthy animal, bursting with energy, and they quickly shuffle past. As if by instinct, they are drawn to the old, weary, fading bulls. And then, with terrible smiles on their faces, they chew through tough steaks that taste of burning rubber. They feel that they're doing something real with their own hands, a sort of natural selection, as if they're agents in the natural process.
Totally hereditary.
But nature also teaches us that the old beast, unable to fend off any threat, might yet survive if it cowers in a dark corner and pretends it doesn't exist. Then, perhaps, the young predator will pass. Mr. Scott will drive you back. I'm late for an appointment.
What was the point of all of this? Just for you to be super edgy?
Mr. Boyd, you won't believe it, but the person I just got off the phone with was talking about you.
Seems like I'm pretty popular these days.
By the way, Mr. Boyd, I've got to ask, why $500,000?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Troy Starr. Crawling in my skin. Starts playing. Yeah, perfect. Good morning. Wow. A maniac terrorized the city for 2 weeks and you did nothing. What would you have happened to Freeburg if federal agents hadn't come to the rescue and arrested the dentist? We'd have caught the dentist ourselves. City overflowed with panic after the press conference about the dentist. Why didn't you think more carefully about what you were going to say? I stated the facts. I'm not a journalist. I don't get paid to destroy reality. After such failure, any self-respecting office holder would resign. Freeburg needs me. How do you comment on the rumors about the relationship between Major Rogers and the dentist Freeburg's and the 5 Freeburg citizens? Alright guys, I'm really tired and I gotta get ready for this this like 4-hour drive I'm gonna be on. So as sad as I am to part ways, I should get going. Oh, and to explain really quick, Talius, that guy is Robespierre, who is a criminal who does a bunch of goofy stuff and no one understands why. No one understands his motivation or anything. And apparently he disguised himself as the dentist for a reason that we're gonna find out eventually, hopefully. I don't really understand why, but that's what it is, Talius. He's supposedly Robespierre. Or he is Robespierre.